Ah! I've made a mistake. I thought I'd started it already, and I hadn't. I hadn't pressed go live. I meant to start with a video. So here's the video, and that'll give me a break to go to the toilet and just recover myself.
Oh, hello. You just caught me as I finished my latest idea. This is Dave's Idea Clinic. It's a Kickstarter, which I haven't set up yet, but I will do. This is the Idea Studio, and this is where it all happens. So when somebody tells me about their idea, I come here looking for a bit of inspiration, obviously out in the fresh air, and that's where they float. That's where they come out. They just pour out. I don't know where they come from. It doesn't matter. You don't need to ask questions like that. They just do. Let me tell you about the idea. I've got loads of them, loads of ideas, and what I need to do is get rid of them. And I thought, well, other people have got ideas as well. And I'm setting myself a challenge to help you if you've got an idea. It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw them at me, and I'm pretty confident I can help. It's really about how can we turn your idea into a thing. So what about the money? I'm a bit flippant about money. I've made money, I've lost money. So don't come to me looking for a dragon to invest in your company, because that's not me. I mean, here today, gone tomorrow. I've had 20 odd years in the ideas business. That's essentially what all of the jobs that I've ever done involve. I never feel that I can't answer a question. I've got ADHD. Some would call it a superpower. Some call it a pain in the ass. I'm trying to use it. It's going to start with a first video call. I'll ask some questions to clarify what you're thinking, and I do ask a lot of questions. I'm just very curious, and I'll make some notes, and I'll send you an email, tell you what I understand by your idea. I'll go away and I'll put together a action plan with some suggested homework, things that might help, and we'll flesh it out. We'll schedule another video call, which will be, I guess, longer, a bit more freeform, but my point or my aim is to be structured, project planning, get other people involved who are suitable and appropriate to make your idea happen, and that's the point. I've had a limited company, a VAT registered. I bought property, I've sold property, tenants, evicted tenants. I will be trying to understand what your idea is, whether it's viable. That's important. Not all of your ideas are going to be about money. Some ideas, hopefully they will. That's your money. It's your idea. Don't think too hard about what your idea is. Ideally, you can say it in a couple of lines. That's it. You just don't need to prepare anything. Just come. Give me a go. Try me out.
Oh, right. I think we're starting now. If anyone's got any ideas about self-producing a thing without any help, I probably need them. I need them right now. But fortunately, the delay of getting it started. Oh God, where am I looking? I'm looking at the green light. Where the delay in getting it started
shorten the time of my waffle before the first person comes in, who's going to be Harry. A brief, well, what is this about? I mean, I'm the video. The video should give something. I'm a bit embarrassed about that now, but essentially, I like talking about ideas. I think I can help, but also, I'm always seeking help, and I'd like to encourage anyone who is anyone watching? If you are watching, like some comments to stuff that is said by me, by whoever else I'm talking to. If you've got ideas, let's share them. Let's share them. I mean, people get so precious about, oh, it's my idea. I'm going to protect. Just say them out loud, because making an idea happen is the hardest thing. We all have ideas. God, I invented YouTube before YouTube. I wrote it on a piece of paper as an idea. Obviously, I didn't know the web designers who could make it happen or have the funding in Silicon Valley to make it happen. But the idea was there. Honestly, I wrote it. I called it Our Voice TV or something. It was like a community sharing. Anyway, I'm not bitter about that. I've had my own ideas, something similar to them, turn up on TV, and you think, I thought of that first. We all think of the same things. We all watch the same TV. We all go to the movies, music, and inspired, read different. So there are coincidences of how ideas come about, but getting it made and happen is the thing. I think everyone could be an inventor or find like these are something that you can get them in Poundland. Look, like the magnetic rings, and they're amazing. I wish I invented those. I bought them. I bought a ton of them. I'm a fiddler. Let me take that back. I fiddle about. No, I think that's bloody Who, Tommy, rock opera. I've got ADHD and I need to play with things, and there are, I'm always looking for something new as a good idea. We're about 10 past, so is he? Where? Oh no, he's not here yet. Come on, Harry. I've got some. I don't know what people are going to come up and ask questions or say what their idea is. I'm looking forward to it, and I have deliberately not got any advance warning as to what they might be. So yeah, it's a test. It's a test, and whether it's, do you know what, Harry? Are you watching, Harry? I think I might just go with Polly right now, because I know that. Oh, hang on, Harry's here. Harry's here, right? I'm learning how to operate this background suit, and normally I've got support. So hang on, let's add Harry. Hey, Harry.
Hey.
Sorry. Yay! Right, we've started. Whew. It's not important who you are or what you've done. We're not doing where are you, where'd you come from, what would you like to talk about? You've got an idea, have you?
Oh yeah, sure.
Going straight in there. I'm going straight in there. I mean,
well, thing is this is my first. Well, this isn't a gig, obviously. It's just some fun, and but this is my first bit of online content in the whole pandemic. So I'm just a bit like, finally doing this. Fine. Yeah.
Well, let me give you a tip. First of all,
yeah,
get better lighting.
I know this is as light as my flat goes, and I tried like another light, but then it made it darker. So I can try.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
But that's the vortex that you live in.
Better?
Let's not. We're not doing lighting class.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm a bit pissed off with my own lighting.
You're
I
very well.
seem to look very orange tonight, and I don't understand why. When I do the shows normally with Tom here, but I mean, I look like I've got a bit of a tan. So.
Yes. So I'm making a podcast at the moment, and I need to record a séance using this sort of technology. So yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to do it.
I mean, I am aware of your work, and you're very good, and so I know you're out there. So a séance, and I mean, are you in touch with the non-living?
I'm not personally, but I believe I have found someone who is. I won't be conducting the séance myself. Yeah, I'll be asking some questions. I'm basically specifically trying to conduct a séance with Tupac.
Oh, to reach out to Tupac.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, and so your vehicle, your communicator with the dead.
Yes.
Where are they from?
England somewhere.
Right. Do they know Tupac? Did they?
We haven't got that far we haven't got to that in our email conversation. We're just at the stage where she's saying she thinks she can contact him, but
right.
And this is maybe where you'll be able to give me some advice, is I'm not sure how well this will work on radio, but she's saying we can ask the questions live, but then she might have to decipher the radio waves and the answers at a later date and respond, because a lot of spirits might join in the conversation, and it'll be hard to.
Well, I mean, Notorious B.I.G. would probably have something to say, but I mean, I don't know
if you buy into the reality of the East Coast versus West Coast rivalry. Yeah.
Well, if you buy into the reality of speaking to the dead, I mean, surely there's a bunch of other people ahead of you and your communicator. I mean, I'm Americans for a start off who actually might know him, parents. I don't. This is a problem with seances and trying to talk to the dead. Is like, how do you buzz them to? I mean, if they're living in eternal hell or heaven, the timing. It's like, do they sleep? Do they must get so many.
Tupac's in heaven or hell?
I don't know. What do you think?
Well, he's I've been doing a lot of research into him. He's a complex character, you know. So he did a lot of good, but he also did a lot of bad. So,
I mean, let's just face it. It's not going to happen. You're not going to get in touch with Tupac. But if you want to make a show of getting in touch with Tupac and pretend, fair enough. I mean, there was a hologram of him, wasn't there?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
they did that. So that's already been attempted to bring him back. I mean, you could play on that. I don't think you could create a hologram. I don't know if you're technically got the money for that.
I mean, look at the lighting in this video. You think I could create a hologram?
Exactly. Well, we're talking about radio. So can you do Tupac's voice? Why Tupac anyway? Let's just scrap Tupac. I mean, you know, if you've got...
no, it's essential that it's Tupac, yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Because that's the subject matter of the whole episode of the podcast.
And why?
I chose him, and I've spent the last 3 weeks researching.
So you know about him. You want to do something about Tupac.
Yeah. So I've spent 3 weeks researching it, and I've got a load. I'm not just having a séance with Tupac.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
I'm going to be interviewing some Crips and some Bloods, and I'm going to be, talking.
But not real Crips or Bloods.
Yeah, real Crips or Bloods. Yeah. I've managed to track some down. Yeah, so
I suggest, like Poppy Hillstead does the in the chat room thing.
No.
Oh, right. It's a great podcast. So
Okay.
she goes into chat rooms, usually sex chat rooms, and with a theme to ask questions. So she, chat room to type in and communicate. And then the recordings of her conversations with, it's usually, frustrated men. And she just teases them and then gets them to do role plays.
Okay.
You could do and get. She then records those written conversations with actors doing the men's voice and her doing her voice.
Okay.
So it's a really neat concept. And I don't think it's stealing to do something similar, but having the written words, which there will be loads of Tupac in any conversation, and then adding voices to it. So it could be your voice, you could be Tupac, but they're his words.
You're allowed to do that on the radio? I mean, I know.
Yeah. I'm not done. I know. But yeah. It's the copyright of. Look, you're not getting Tupac.
Wow, that depends if you believe in life after death. But then that was actually Biggie's album. But yeah, I mean that's one of the reasons I want a seance is because I might get an exclusive interview with Tupac.
You might do, but you won't. I'm not dealing with fantasy. My advice, my contribution, or whatever to you, is it's practical. I'm not here for following along with your, with anyone's like nonsense and fanciful craziness. I'm trying to apply some sort of logic while entertaining the ridiculous, if you see what I mean. I mean, you've run out of time now, but I really appreciate you coming along, Harry. It's definitely food for everyone's thought. I don't know if anyone else watching might have comments, and they might have some suggestions in the chat. Just have a look
in the chat. Yes, someone's offered to do the voice of Tupac. I don't know who that is. They've got a confusing handle. Polulops.
Well, Polly's coming up next.
Okay.
And so you can actually, she can do an audition almost now if you've time to watch. Bye, Harry.
Bye.
Right. How do I press buttons to get you off the screen, though? This is the thing. Press this. Hey. Oh, right. I'm back. I don't know what anyone else thought about bringing Tupac back for a podcast. I mean, it'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Obviously. It's just a stretch. I think he'd be busy as well. I mean, Harry's great. I don't know if he's got the pull for Tupac. I mean, he's clearly going to be in demand. But anyway, let's bring Polly in and see her audition for Harry's podcast. Hello, Polly.
Hello.
Hi. Oh, Pololops. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. Hello. I did only offer to do Tupac as a middle-class white woman from North London. I'm quite.
Oh, right. So it's not an impression. It's just actually as yourself.
Well, I can channel, but only in my voice. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's would literally be reading out the words that Tupac has said.
What I might think he might think.
No. It's the script. You'll be given a script. It's not about your interpretation of Tupac.
Are you suggesting that the real Tupac wouldn't be speaking through me and that the seance would be a hoax? Is that what you're suggesting?
Oh, I've already written off the seance isn't happening. There's no real, no, yes. What I had suggested to Harry was bringing back Tupac with words that he said when he was alive, but voiced by somebody else.
Yeah, he's a fairly. I mean, I think particularly as Monday was International Women's Day, and it's been not a great week for women. Can we just remind that actually Tupac was not a very nice man when it came to women, and actually he did go to prison. Did he go to prison for sexual assault? So he's not a great hero. Let's just move on.
We're not doing it this week. I don't think Harry's ready for it this week. I think he's still working on the idea. I think just give Harry a break.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
Yeah, just now. Well, this is another thing. I mean, I'm sure there'll be other people who will want to speak the words of Tupac. You volunteered.
Yeah, he's not a great hero, is what I'm saying.
He's not. Yeah, that's not the point.
No, fine.
It's not the point to say. Right. So, what's your what?
Okay,
what
I've got a more Middle England question for you. Okay. I am a member of a community choir here in middle class North London, and we're a big community choir. And even through lockdown, we've kept going, and we are doing a concert in a couple of weeks' time. And
this is a sales pitch. Is this just you're just
no? And
it's the wrong place. There's no one.
No. And on an evening a few years ago, on a slightly drunken, quiet evening a few years ago, encouraged by Natalie, who may come up later, I'm their comms person. I'm the comms person for the choir, and we've got a concert in 2 weeks' time. And I need ways to promote the concert online. It's not a real concert. It's an online concert. Out of the box ways of promoting this concert. Now, bearing in mind that most of the choir are senior.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I know.
In trouble.
So
you're in trouble.
Basically, the reason I got the job as the comms person from the choir is that I'd heard of Twitter. Right. And I'd heard of Facebook, so I got the comms job. But I'm not, I'm not a digital native. So we can send out lots of emails, but I'm hoping for some really radical marketing suggestions for a community choir concert online from you, Dave.
I mean, immediately.
I've got a post
everyone wearing masks like this.
Yeah,
the whole choir. I mean, actually, no. I've just recognised that the audio reverberations are not ideal. So, what are the sales points of the choir? Why would anyone want to watch a choir?
I mean, could we get armies of senior people in? It is mainly middle class white people from Islington. Could we get and they're mostly retired, so they've got time on their hands.
Retired, not sorry. Yeah.
Retired. Could we get huge gangs of people to dress up and march up and down the roads in Islington promoting it? I mean, they've got time. That's our.
Oh, okay. So in mobilizing the participants to attract attention, right? I can tell you.
Yeah.
This is something that I think was an open goal missed. I knew of a older person's home, and I visited it because someone I know was working there, and they were knitting things.
It's okay to have friends who are older, Dave. That's okay.
Oh, I know. But the point is, they were knitting willy warmers.
Shall I write that down?
And that, apart from how embarrassed I was when I was given one by a couple, I was given two by a couple of older ladies that I'd never met before, and they'd guess the size, and I was blown away, totally embarrassed, and I sold one of them through one of the comedy shows. It was not one, but the whole thing of mobilizing older people, what skills have they got, and then twisting it. So if they can knit willy warmers, because people will buy them. But attracting attention, what songs are they going to sing? Let's get back to the songs.
Okay. No, it's not the classic choral repertoire. We're not doing any Fauré or Valdi or anything like that. We're doing the title of the concert is Everything Must Change. So it's 20th century songs. So it's everything from Kurt Weill. We're doing Nina Simone. Yeah, no, it's quite good. Nina Simone.
Which Nina Simone song? Feeling good.
Everything Must Change.
Oh yeah, okay.
Which is a great song.
Yeah.
Oh, Dave, sorry. Can I just come back to your earlier point that you went into this housing, this place
I'm going off screen because I need to plug in my laptop before it dies.
I'm going to go back to the earlier point that you went into this housing association for older people.
Yeah.
And these elderly ladies looked at you and were able to give you the right size of willy warmer.
I mean, it was close. Knitted stretch in some.
That's a life skill. You can't teach that kind of thing.
I mean, basically, it might be. Maybe it's just I was average. I don't think it was particularly tailored. Yeah, I was pleased.
Well done them. Well done them.
Yeah, exactly. And that's why I think it could be a one-size-fits-all product that would sell and would be very, because it's funny. It's funny when you see.
How could we market that to do with a choir?
I don't know. I'd not made that connection as yet.
No,
rather than getting a bunch of older ladies.
And old gentlemen as well. We need to use the old gentlemen.
And okay, but marching, no one cares. Oh, well done. Well, apart from if you're Major Tom.
Yeah.
And you're doing it for a long time, and so it's about raising awareness. This is the point. So what's the theme of all the songs? Is there everything must change?
Yeah, so it's kind of songs of liberation, and they're kind of radical 20th century songs. Don't yawn. It's very good.
Yeah, I know. No, it's a good. It's can we twist the what's suggestions, one-liners of what must change? What would be the if I'm confronted by some of the choir members?
Yeah. They're not all older people, but just that older people will have more free time. Yeah.
But everything must change. What are they going to tell me that must change? That would do you know what? Yeah, that must change. What is it? Don't say, oh, everyone stop being racist and misogynistic, and it's got to be
colostomy bag.
Yeah.
Stoma. You don't say colostomy anymore. You say stoma. Sorry.
Oh, I'm going to make a note of that for some reason. Stoma bag.
Stoma. Because I have a friend who has one, and her friend was sending her to encourage her. Her friend was sending her. There's a website you can look up hot men with stomas, so you can look at that's a thing apparently.
Oh, my friend works in advertising, and he did this amazing series of adverts for what do you call it? For padding for men who leak.
Yeah, that's fine.
What do you call it? But and it was great. It was a twist. It was a twist, and it was owning it. And the advert was
maybe this is it. It's actually that this is what would attract attention or attention from, because that's what you need is these edgy older people. You know, they've got a wit, they've got a self-deprecating thing.
Yes.
I mean, this is a sales pitch that you've got to make to them, but like what Tenor, that's it. It was Tenor Man, Tenor Lady, Tenor Lady, Tenor Man. So there's these adverts. I might try and find the link and not embracing that particular thing exactly, but it's that line between being cheeky, funny, but not cringy.
Yeah. I would also say my public health thing is that for men or ladies, if you are leaking, it's better to go and see your GP than just go and put up with it and go and buy a product. But
oh God, right, go with that. Go with that. That's your that's your starting point. And anyway, we're going to do a quiz. We're going to do a show.
So far on my post-it note, look, I haven't got anything written down.
Oh, bloody hell. Right, well, I'll edit that bit out when anyone else might watch the. All right, last ditch of. So it's online.
It's online. I was going to get the local papers.
How long is it? Because that's important.
It'll be about an hour and a half. It'll be up and available for a week. Sorry.
And you pay.
No, it's free to watch, but if you want to go to the Just Giving page and support the various professional musicians who are working with us, then that's brilliant. Thank you very much.
All right, so support the arts. Oh my God,
yes.
I'm all about that. Yeah. So this is and the work that has been put in to rehearse and the social connections that everyone has. That must have been amazing for keeping everyone.
We have a Zoom social every week, so lots of very older people who are living on their own get to rehearse once a week online, and then have a Zoom social with lots of other people. So it's actually
old people doing Zoom.
Yes.
Oh,
do you know what? They're brilliant at it, because I do the sort of the Zoom help desk, and actually after the first couple of weeks, got no queries. They're all fine. They're in there. They're sorting it out. Yeah.
Of course, they haven't got them. Yeah,
we've got
nothing else to do. They've already done the background research. They know they've done. No. I mean, they've lived right. They've lived right. I mean, you're onto a gold mine. Older people have got more family.
They do. Yeah.
So it's actually the strategy is with each of the individuals involved to give them the tools of how they sell themselves to their family. You know, it's not a group sale. It's not, we all come together and we sell. It's pyramid sales.
Do you think they could weaponize guilt as well in families?
Oh God, I mean, they already do, clearly. Yeah. I mean, we know that. We know they already do. So yes, they. Yeah.
If you love me, watch the concert.
I mean, it might be the last thing that I do publicly or something. You know, if you love me, I mean, that's it. That's it. Yeah. You've got it. You've nailed. Yeah. But focus on the individuals. Obviously, when you send them all an email, don't do a group email. Don't do copy and paste. Put their name at the top. They don't know that everyone else is doing group emails but duplicating the same thing. They will take it's like a letter.
Yeah.
Make it look like a letter.
Yeah.
They love it. They love. I think you've.
They could send. What I could do is I'll send out like a marketing email to everybody and say, could you take a photograph of yourself looking really sad and lonely?
Yeah.
And attach it to the email and send it out to everybody you know.
Yeah. Yeah. And you could write the template.
I could.
As
Yeah.
long as I mean, figure out, make sure how many of them are related. Because
Not
as you go further
yeah,
back,
yeah,
as you go
yeah.
further back in generations, it turns out that we're all, we all descended from Attila the Hun.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to be sending emails sort of 10,000 generations back, are they? Really?
No, but if they're all in Islington, there could be some crossover. There might be some sharing of grandchildren.
That's true. If Natalie's a geneticist, if she's coming on later, she could probably give you the drop dead line on that one.
Okay. Well, no, I think you need to speak with her about that. That's. After this conversation is finished, I've forgotten it. It's gone. And in fact, actually, it's forgotten now.
Okay, it's already gone up.
You've taken up more than 10 minutes.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
But thank you.
Thank you. That's no problem.
I hope there's some help.
Thank you. That's really helpful. Thank you, Dave. Yes.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.
Okay.
Bye. Georg.
What?
Are you ready or not? If you're eating, well, can you come back?
Oh, yeah, please.
We'll come back. All right. Bye. All right, Natalie, let's just crack on. Let's just, honestly, keep whatever genetic studies and knowledge you have and that you can share with Polly between you and Polly. I mean,
I will. I promise.
Don't need it. I don't need it. God, I haven't even had time to speak about any of my ideas, and this is. But anyway, that's not important.
Are you not the host? Could you not just make time?
You'd think so, but no, because I'm now realizing I'm the host and the. I'm just everything. I'm everything. So no, I don't control the time, and then anyway, let's find out about you and what have you got an idea you'd like to
I
talk
do.
about?
It's my husband's idea, to be honest, but
Where is he?
Over there, but he's not prepared to appear on screen.
Okay. Is he speaking behind? So is he gonna correct you as your?
He might frown at me, but he's probably not going to appear.
Let's do it. Okay. What is it?
He would like to set up a sausage dog hotel in our house. So how would we do that thing? So sausage dog hotels absolutely exist. They are run by insanely mad people.
Okay. Where?
Many places, actually. Essentially, if you have a sausage dog and you're, for example, going on your holidays and you need someone to look after your sausage dog, you can take it to a sausage dog hotel and pay quite a lot of money to be looked after by people who know about sausage dogs because they have peculiar.
Oh, they're arseholes, are they? I mean, sorry. Sausage dogs are notoriously, even though they're cute, weird looking. I believe they're pretty difficult as far as dogs go.
They can be. Of our two, one of them is a standard black and tan is a standard git.
Right.
The other one is not standard, fluffy and relaxed as you like. But yes, they can be difficult.
Notoriously.
Yes. So I think that's why.
So this is the thing. This is, it's like, a hotel just for sausage dogs.
Mm. By people who know what twats they are and how to deal with them.
Good. I nailed it then. I nailed the problem. Yeah.
There is a shortage of them in the northwest where we are. The northwest of England, not the northwest of London.
Yeah.
Because you are transnational now.
God, there's no sausage dog hotels around near where I live, I don't think.
There's one in Hatfield.
Right. So the scale of
So you think there's a gap in the market for sausage?
There's a gap in
dog
the market.
hotels?
We know that there is a Northwest Sausage Dog Owners Group, and there's shitloads of people in it.
How many? Let's talk numbers.
150?
Right, so that's 150 dogs.
No, nobody ever owns one sausage dog.
Oh,
So
well, I know a couple
300
of people
minimum.
who own one. So
There are not
estimate-
7.3. The man says 7.3 thousand in the Sausage Dogs Owners Group.
Right, and how
And-
often so I mean, having a new not an Uber, a Airbnb suggestion type thing. So I mean, there might be. I mean, what about a dog Airbnb? Let's get, it's go bigger. Let's scale it up, because there's other dogs. There's other dogs.
No, I'm getting head shakes. It's Sausage Dogs.
Oh right, okay. So do you want to have it at your place, a hotel for sausage dogs?
Yes. I mean, the second part of his suggestion is, how do you do it without me knowing? But I think he shot the bolt on that one.
Yeah, that's.
So yes,
I have questions about your business partner.
He's not my business partner. He's my husband.
It's a business partner. I mean, it's not a business. Actually, there's no business that's been established here. It's an idea. I mean, I don't think it's going to work, because there's a lot of frailties already displayed of your relationship with him, but also to go with it. I mean, for a start off, sausage dogs are conveniently shaped. You could get quite a large volume of them. You could stack them up in like shoe boxes as far as, like, for the hotel. Like they do in Japan. They
Like
do
the
those
Japanese, yeah.
You do like they're actually a good. They're more uniform and short legs. Amazing short legs. That's the key thing. So they could be stored overnight in a Japanese type hotel, capsule type hotel. So your house doesn't need to be enormous. It doesn't anyway, because I don't know how many bookings that you're expecting every day for a week, but walking them. So these are what are the other obligations of having a sausage dog hotel?
Feeding them, walking them, entertaining them.
Oh, it's a piece of piss. That's easy. Yeah, I grew up. My mum had a long-haired Dachshund, very old. I probably experienced about 2 years of Tiki, he was called, of his life. And I mean, he was just a very slow moving draft excluder. It was, he lost all his teeth. He was pretty much blind, ate marmalade on toast.
Can't imagine how he lost all his teeth.
Can't what?
Can't imagine how he lost all his teeth. Being fed marmalade.
Look. If you got any challenges about this, speak to my mum. It was nothing to do with me. It's a good question though. When did the marmalade on toast start, Mum? I mean, I'm not going to think too hard about this. It's Mother's Day soon, so
it is.
Give her a break. But they don't move very much, do they? Sausage dogs.
It rather depends on the dog. So this one.
Oh, hang on.
Does not move very much. Can you? That is a sausage dog there.
Yeah, and listening. I've been listening to all of what we've been talking about.
But she doesn't care. She's got no brains. The other one, who is a standard black and tan psychopath,
right.
Rushes around like a mad thing. So long hair. That one there, long hair, bit like your Tiki lad. They seem to be more relaxed.
But I remember when the door was left open. Tiki was gone, and I remember my dad hunting for Tiki around the estate, and it's like, and he was miles away when found. It's like never. Where did that come from? They
So
bottle it up.
serious security is needed as well if we're offering a sausage dog.
Well, you know, as an owner of two, what reassurance you need to give. So that's good. You're the best type. If I was to say, oh, I'm setting up a sausage dog hotel, I don't think I'd be taken very seriously by sausage dog owners. Even though I've had a testimonial from my parents for borrow my doggy. I've tried. I mean, I've not borrowed a doggy yet. I've tried to borrow a doggy. Do you know about that website?
But no, I'm aware of it. I haven't attempted to do it on the grounds that I have doggies.
Yeah, you don't need to borrow one. You've got them.
I don't need to borrow one. I have enough.
Can you help me? I need help. How do I persuade somebody to let me borrow their dog? Because I've sent messages out to dog owners.
You have to convince them that you are a trustable person who isn't going to use their dog in your comedy show. In some way.
No one knows that. I mean, yeah, okay. Would it be better if I had a picture of my daughter?
Probably, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, if somebody was, we are on, there's a pet sitting app thing where you want somebody to come and sit your pets for when you go on holiday.
Yeah. It's the same thing, I think.
Yeah, and rather than pay, lots and lots of money to a professional or indeed a sausage dog hotel, you sign up for this and say when you're going holiday and people bid and you look at them and you look at all their stuff, and those with kids you are usually more keen on. I
mean, I've in my profile I make a big deal about my daughter being, that's why that's pretty much the only reason why I want to borrow a dog is for her. But it could just look.
Sorry, that's me.
No, it's not you. That was a dog, surely.
That wasn't me, but that was we just had the pizza has come and the dogs have shouted because the doorbell rang. Poor timing. I apologize. Yeah, I don't know why you haven't had interest, because I certainly know people. I have a friend who has a dog once a week.
I mean, I might have to send you what my profile is.
Get a bit of crit.
It's like Tinder or something, there's a way of writing these things, and I probably haven't nailed it. And I do think it's got to be put a kid in there. It's not just me. Otherwise, because I'm a blog. I mean, there's a lot of dogs getting dog naps.
There's also a lot of dog napping now because which is, but somebody who's got generic dog rather than specific type of dog, that they're not going to be dog napped.
Right. So our sausage dogs dog nappable? Are they on the market?
Seem to be the most attractive.
They got me a piece of cake to bloody nab.
Yeah, you can scoop up, take them. I know.
Oh, but they're arseholes. But they are proper arseholes and they don't shut up.
They're less fashionable than they used to be. Now it's all the cross ones, the cockapoodles.
Oh, I know, yeah.
Dippity doodahs and those sorts of things.
Yeah.
You do get a lot of stuff with them on, like ceramics. We have so much sausage dog things in our house. But
So hang on, let's just get your motivation here for a sausage dog hotel when you are a sausage dog hotel.
we are a sausage dog hotel.
So your other half wants more sausage dogs in
Yes.
proximity.
Yes, he wants to own more sausage dogs, but on the grounds that he can't own more sausage dogs because I won't let him spend very large amounts of money on more dogs than we already have, then he would like to own more sausage dogs.
I think right. This is your problem, really. It's him. It's him.
Well, that's true, but it's also potentially a money-making thing because people.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. There's no money made in sausage dog hotellery.
Why do people run them then? It's a
because
stupid amount of money. People pay amazing amounts of money to have their dogs looked after.
all right. Scale it. What?
Well, if I look at a kennel and just a non-specific, don't know what a sausage dog is kennel, it's about 30 quid a day.
Oh, hello. Okay.
And when you're being sausage dog specific, and given that people who own these things are bonkers, you could easily charge 50 quid a day, and they'd pay it.
Right.
We're looking at actual coin.
Okay. Well, I think we need to speak more after, and now because I'm not. I mean, I'm wondering. There's different dogs because sausage dogs are a pain in the arse, but they are compactable and so the volume. I mean, I'm thinking about what I could do with my back garden to reuse that in a different way. I could probably stock about, do a boutique kind of hotel for sausage dogs in it's in Camden. Ooh, and they'll love that. They'll love that. It's interesting. But I think there's other dogs. I think there's other dogs that are less hassle. We want dogs that are not small ones, obviously. No one needs to do a Great Dane hotel. Well, they might do for the Great Dane owners, but no one's going to do it. Certainly not in London. If anyone's got a Great Dane in London, they're idiots.
Yeah, and should move.
Yeah. I mean, we've all got our different preferences about dogs anyway. Yeah. Can we resume this business plan in the future?
Yeah.
Because
the other sausage dog has just joined us. There she is.
Oh.
Standard black and tan psychopath.
Yeah, standard. Standard arsehole. Yeah. Well, but thank you, Natalie. Really lovely chatting. See, I'm going to see if there's anyone else to talk to. Bye. Oh Lord, this is fun. All right, Georg, are you ready? I'm just going to chuck you in.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yep. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
Hello.
I can see you as well. You got your coat on. You're inside. Is it cold there? Have you not got any heating?
Good point. I can take it off.
And your scarf. You've got a scarf on.
It's got one of those funny things.
Or is it a snood? A snood thing. Yeah.
Thing. Yeah.
You're down with the kids, aren't you?
Well, it doubles up as a mask. So yeah, it's a kind of
actually.
It's like a polo neck kind of converter. It just like turns normal jumpers and t-shirts into polo necks. Which
isn't a good thing because polo necks, they went out in the 80s.
Well, while you say that, I think they're on the way back in. Maybe not for summer, but
No, yeah. Well, I mean, you're German, aren't you? I can tell.
Well, I might have to correct you there soon because I got my naturalization application through yesterday.
Oh, what?
So I can. I will.
Are you let in?
I'll soon be able to show to carry a blue British passport. Yeah. The only thing that left to do is for me to swear at the Queen, apparently.
Swear at the Queen.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's doing it these days.
Or to the Queen. I can't remember. One of those.
Yeah, you do. I think it's a popular pastime. It seems at the minute.
So much for being German. So I would just say that Poloniex, they've been out of fashion for so long, just like myself, that it's a circular. It's a cycle.
This isn't your idea, is it? Your idea is not about bringing Poloniex.
Actually, now that you're saying it, to actually market these, because they're absolutely hideous, and because I used them when I went skiing, and the other ones you can get, the skiing ones, they look nasty as hell. They've got this kind of skiing,
So that exists. That exists.
What?
So somebody's already marketed that because they've actually sold it to you.
Well, no, but this was a leftover from skiing, right? Where you need it because it's just really cold around your neck.
All right, so repurpose.
Yeah. So it's just just flog it as on a bit of card. That says Poloniex conversion kit, converter.
What would you call it?
Well, a Poloniex converter or something.
Right. No.
Okay.
Poloniex converter. That's right.
I think it needs to be specific.
Right. Literal. It has to say what it is.
Like was it Collins Innovation Catalog? Do you remember Collins Innovations? There used to be. Maybe you weren't alive then, but I was already in England. They were kind of like bits of paper that little leaflets, little booklets. Not what's a booklet? Little magazine type thing that was in the papers, like Sunday papers and stuff. Especially you could find kind of just
inventions.
Yeah, but basically just repurposed stuff.
A twist on an existing thing.
Yeah.
Oh, do you know what? Can I show you something that I have, which I really
depends what.
A wallet hero.
Oh, wallet hero. There we go.
So it's like
that's something stupid. Yeah.
Credit card sort of shape, size. It's got all sorts of spanner dimensions, screwdriver, bottle opener. I mean, I don't know what the peeler, how that works. Spanners, bottle opener, yeah. And it's got a ruler. So I mean,
that's a Collins kind of innovation thing. But
yeah,
which functions have you used of that thing?
Oh, none of them. Yeah,
right.
I was out on my bike earlier, and it's a bike. It's quite an old bike. I was given it, and then the chain got wedged. It was a bit of a disaster. I'm just on the way to the school to meet my daughter from school, and I'm chatting to a guy. He offered to help, and I'm like trying to get the chain out of the.
Did it break? Did the chain break?
No. No, it just wedged and didn't have the tools. And I thought, aha! This was no use. This is what I had. So I had to abandon the bike, left it with him. He was kindly allowing it to be safe in his locked, whatever, front yard. And he fixed it. I got back to collect it. He'd fixed it, and I came with a screwdriver. And so anyway, on paper, this looks good. Oh, it'll do all sorts of things. Stand like a Swiss Army knife type.
Well, look, there's good ideas and there's shit ideas that sell well, or basically they're just ideas that sell well. You know, the thing is that
this is the thing. We want one that sells well. It doesn't matter whether it's good or bad.
Well, it's like a food mixer. That only gets used once. You just need to make it appealing enough, and making it needs to make enough sense to.
So what's the idea that you wish you had?
Oh shit! Oh
All right, move on. It's just
you know what? I've just
You're thinking it doesn't matter. So what's your idea? Have you got an idea to suggest?
I've got no idea whatsoever, mate.
Oh, bloody hell, right. So do I need to maybe you can give feedback on something I've got an idea about?
Well, actually, I thought the seance with Tupac was quite good.
Right. Oh, well, no, okay. I don't need your advice then. Right. If you think that was
hang on a sec.
That's a level that we're
right. So I need to get advice from you, right? So here's my idea. I want to make paddle boat races. So basically, whenever it's been raining and there have been puddles in London, where there always are puddles, like
puddles. I heard it as paddle, but that's my northern
water. When they're
puddle boat races.
When Thames Water's fucked up again, you basically just quickly flash mob style, descend on that place, get your model remote controlled boats out.
If you've got one.
Well, yes. I mean,
I don't know. Yeah, you've got one, I assume.
Funny enough, I just got one.
Oh wow! That's pretty slick.
Yeah, so I've got two of those because I was actually trying to, to do the one to have a little race in Highbury Corner.
Who wins?
Well, just
any passers-by that might have one.
It's outside of Wetherspoons. There's a little bench type set. There's lots of people sitting there. Well, not lots of people, but
so did you have a spare boat for races?
Got a second boat, yeah. But yeah,
brilliant.
But yes. So I'm thinking, well, I just get people together and then we'll just do a proper race. But it's always different places because wherever there's a
puddle,
puddle.
A big enough puddle. It's got to be substantial.
It will be temporary, of course, because it will be fixed at some stage. Eventually. But for a couple of weeks you can.
Oh God, that's an interesting concept. To fix a puddle, because fixing a puddle is basically killing a puddle.
Oh yeah, I don't want to fix it. Yeah, no, absolutely.
No, I know it's not. But somebody comes along and they say, "I'm going to fix that puddle," and the puddle's no more. I think puddles they're almost living things.
Right, there's nature.
They bring, there's life, there's entertainment. This is we can. Nice. Selling the idea of the benefit, the virtues of a puddle. They should not be. No one should be killing puddles. Fix a puddle. Puddles should be treasured.
Well, they are. They don't get fixed. No, but they don't get fixed straight away. That's for sure.
Good. It's like cutting down trees.
Well, it's like no. It's like forest fires. Forest fires are actually good for forests. If they leave a few trees, but because apparently it's a natural thing, so they need to kind of be pruned, so to speak.
So puddles shouldn't be fixed. They should be, if they dry out, they go. It's natural.
Well, I like the idea that that I will hunt them. That was like a tornado chaser. I'll be the paddle chaser.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
In your contacts on Twitter, it's like, there's a puddle in Shepherd's Bush, just down by the bus stop at the bottom end of the roundabout.
Right, but it needs to be verified with a picture, otherwise I'll be getting a lot of hoaxes and
hoax puddle alerts. I think it's a great idea to have like remote control boat racing on puddles, and not have. Oh God, doing them on a public pond or a lake where it's guerrilla.
It's the best thing is in pedestrian zones.
Okay. So but yeah, it's like this guerrilla.
Or on the side, racing, on the side of particularly precarious because some drivers will decide to drive onto them.
Oh right, no. Let's just health and safety, alertness.
Oh, there's remote.
Can't do these in puddles that are in the road.
Well, on the side.
You can't. You can't. Look, the thing about the children, like Marvin Gaye did.
I tried it out. I tried it out last week. I did a little. I found a little puddle and I tried it out. With the boat. I just put the boat on it.
Yeah, a little one. Was it a little puddle? I mean, surely you need to look for the big ones.
Well, it was big enough, but I need to do some have to do some modification on the boat so that it can.
Do you have to lose the?
Yeah, there's a rudder.
I don't know what the bits of boats are called. The
Rudder.
The star. No, the.
Well, here's one. This one's not too bad. So this one's got a very short one, but
What's that called? What is that bit called?
Called a rudder, man.
That's not a rudder. The rudder's on the engine. The rudder's on the engine that steers it. Come on, I know that much.
The stern, you mean?
Right. I think we're equally ill-informed about the makeup of boats, but that's fine.
I bought these 12 quid from Amazon, so not too fast enough.
Right. And is the idea, because I'm sold on it and I will come and race boats with you on puddles.
Right.
What do you want from it? How do we make it better? You're not looking at this as a business?
Well,
thoughts?
First of all, I just like the idea of repurposing, the
puddles.
Yeah, and I think there might be, if I get people to record it, to film it, and maybe just do a commentary on it, to do a proper, race voiceover. Could have it be live on the.
I could. Oh God, I could definitely find some idiots to come and do some filming.
There will be illegal betting involved.
Well, this is what I was thinking. The real money in any sort of sport or competition is betting.
Yep. So
creating a market for
will be somehow like in Hong Kong, some kind of or Japanese, right? The Japanese, they're always into the kind of anything from London. So maybe I'll get them. I'll just start a hustling betting kind of thing based in Japan.
Do you think it would help then finding like secret puddles?
Oh, they're all secret. They'll just jump up.
No, but that there's because to orchestrate like a betting ring to what we need is we need it to seem a bit suspicious. I mean, it is, because these puddles just pop up and they're not venues. It's like black market entertainment, like a bare knuckle fighting in barns, not Barnes the place, but in farmyard barns.
Yeah.
And no one knows. It's also a little bit like raves as well. It's like, warehouse.
Yeah,
so it's shabby because it's a puddle. Basically, the venue is a puddle.
Right, and it's a flash mobby type thing, kind of, only, secret people, it's a secret, there's a ring of, people that know about it, that send emails around, or like just a, Facebook or whatever. And obviously that will get leaked. And then suddenly you have like thousands of people.
Well, the key. Well, 1,000. No, come on. Right. Okay, so, how many people around a puddle?
Maybe 3.
Be realistic. But the key point is, it's not an official. There's no public liability like a swimming pool or a lake or because these things, that the venue has been created by nature. And I'm in it. I'm in your business.
I like the idea. I like the idea. Yeah, it's nature, but it's
responsive.
It's also middle-aged men with tiny toy remote control boats doing highly illegal activity.
No, right. Okay, let me go over that sentence with you again. That you've described you.
Yeah.
I don't know whether there's many of you out there with these boats. We can perhaps we need to create them. People like you, and you're the flagship. They don't exist right now. Honestly, there isn't like loads of you.
I think there's just
boats waiting for this opportunity to race them in a puddle.
I think the idea will just like lance, pent up excitement by middle-aged.
Oh, no doubt. But let's just be realistic. We don't know where and who they are right now. We might have to create the market.
No.
I mean, you've been very specific about blokes and why they have to be middle-aged. I mean, I think
it's just
disposable income.
I think it makes it sweeter. I think it's
Well,
sweeter.
it does for you because you want to hang around with middle-aged blokes around a puddle and a remote control boat. That's let's go beyond your personal.
Oh, maybe okay. So I might have to have some pit ladies as well.
Pit lanes.
Pit ladies.
Oh, pit lady. Oh, I see. Oh, no. We're not going down. No, we're not turning it into Formula One.
Right. Okay.
Let's be.
Well, I don't know.
Remember, let's go back. The point is a puddle. It's a puddle. It's like it's making more out of a puddle than anyone has ever made.
Making a molehill like a puddle out of a mountain out of a puddle or something.
Yeah, it's a nice try. It's a malapropism that you've not quite.
Whatever that word is now.
Right. The other thoughts. Oh God, what did you say? A middle-aged people, men round.
It doesn't really matter who's doing it, but the idea is that it's more likely to be middle-aged men because they have time during the day. Maybe retired guys, they can just like respond to a
shush. This is spoiling because if this is recorded and this is like shared out, you've just ruled out. There could be a market. We don't know. It could be like the teenage girls. It could be children. It could. So don't narrow it down before it's even explored because there's only you, literally only you, who is prepared to be racing boats in a puddle.
This one is age 14 years plus.
Yeah.
So I'm afraid no school kids. Well, I suppose 14-year-olds.
No, that's good. We if we're going to turn this into a business, we don't need kids because they're not paying. I mean, if we can get parents, but you're right. I think it is about getting. It is the blogs. It is the blogs that will get into something so fucking stupid as racing.
I tell you what. Japanese blogs. If I put some a tank top on and a flat cap and stuff, and then stand there and just do a proper race and with a proper and they are kind of like impromptu, meaning they are kind of they're live and they're just no one knows when they pop up, and suddenly everyone will stop working around the world, and it will just like putting money onto onto one or the other.
I mean, it's another market, isn't it? Japanese specific. It's very specific. I mean, do they have puddles in Japan?
Yeah, but
I mean, but it's a lot more organized.
No, they're
leveled.
No, they're probably the chances are that there are more puddles in London.
Yeah, you know what? I think that is actually going to be a thing. Is like. Modern in Milton Keynes, there's no puddles because and Holland, you go to Holland, it's very flat. Milton Keynes is like leveled and built from scratch. London, I mean, Japan is the attention to detail to drainage. We probably don't appreciate the privilege of having puddles.
Right.
It's like before we know it, they'll be gone and there'll never be a puddle.
Well, actually, I've been thinking about that because if the councils become a bit too, too good at their job, which is unlikely. But just in case, like for example, I figured out that there's a great spot where a puddle could form or has formed, and it was fixed. I've just been thinking about maybe, putting a balloon into the drainage, into the what was called under the gutter.
Sabotage. You're talking about sabotage.
Well, temporary, and then you have like some kind of gas kind of cylinder thing, just like immediately blows up the balloon inside the underneath the gutter, thereby blocking the gutter. And then, of course, rain needs to be forecast, so that the day later there will be a puddle. And then when we're finished, we just like pop the balloon and
no evidence.
Drain. Well, drains. It's like block drains. They are the best in pedestrian zones. They're the best.
I think it's a lot easier to block a drain than what you've just described as an elaborate, like Mission Impossible plan of inflating a balloon into the space and with the remote control.
Well, I'm not sure about that. I mean, I beg to differ. I mean, because you don't want to be arrested. For example, in Harbury Corner, for example, there's a perfect puddle forming space. There's so many cameras there. I mean, they'll take you. You'll get arrested. You get, they give you
for blocking the drain.
Well, yeah, but I mean that's why it's only temporary. So it's a kind of balloon, and then you pop it afterwards when you're finished. Before they spend the money.
Yeah,
because it takes them a few weeks to come out anyway.
I think it's worth taking the chance of just chucking some leaves and having a bundle of crap and stuffing it by the drain rather than
look, but I already figured out how to do it. I've got a little thing like a tube going down my leg. I've got the what's it called, the soda cartridge or whatever it is that will inflate the balloon, and a little thing that just eases the balloon, the flaccid balloon inside the gutter, and then I just go pull the cord and then yeah.
I think your skills are probably wait. Oh no, that doesn't work, does it? Just thought I'd just play around and just technology that you're suggesting but to make a puddle. I think you're needed somewhere else. Somewhere else. Someone needs this ingenuity. It might not be me. I think it might not be me to make puddles. I mean, I like the idea. I'll turn up and race a boat in a puddle.
Okay, what I would need is someone who can set up a live feed.
Oh yeah, easy
for the first transmission, and maybe someone who, like a commentator.
Hang on. Why does it need to be live?
Well, because it has to be live, because that's where the excitement is. Because
it's not. It's no. Because
it has to be live. I can't bet on it, otherwise you'd know.
Oh, okay, yeah, for the betting market.
Right, yeah.
All right. Well, I'll have a chat with my mates at William Hill and see what they've.
Can be recorded afterwards, but I mean, it's not. It's like watching it Formula One afterwards. That's not the same thing.
How many boats?
It depends on at least two.
Yeah, so it's not. You can toss a coin for a bloody. Yeah, we need to work on this competition and betting situation because.
So a commentator, I need a race commentator.
Yeah, I think it's not betting. It's got to be entertaining. It's got to be entertaining, and for God's sake, this, in theory, this is entertaining. No one's going to have paid for it.
In theory, yeah.
In theory, yeah. No one will have
spent any money on it, and that's been like what time is it? Yeah, an hour and a half of.
Are we having a private conversation here?
Probably. I don't know. I have no idea. I don't know why I even seeing any messages. There's probably God, there's comments. Oh God, there is. Oh God, I'm so. There are people making comments.
Are there?
Oh God, there's loads of comments. Oh, I'm so sorry, everyone who's made comments. I should have been on the ball and responding to these. Hang on. So what's the last ones? We're going. Natalie is 920. Oh, Natalie is ROFL. Is that a dog? Is that a type of dog? Ruffle.
Roll over.
Oh yeah. Gorilla Puddles needs to be live. It needs to be live. What do you mean it needs to be live? Oh right, Polly's agreeing with you about the entertainment of live boat racing.
Well, it's like a flash mob thing. You just don't know. It's you never know when it's coming up. It's like it's like a rave. You're absolutely right. It's like it's got that kind of.
It's exciting. It's got an edge.
Yeah, exactly.
Polly said, "Take this seriously. Some rock wool or flexible insulation would form a temporary drain block."
Ah, yeah, but how do you get it in without the cameras that are trained on the?
Get the cameras. No one looks at the cameras. There's too much stuff going on those cameras. Unless there's, let's check the cameras.
Well,
it's outside Highbury Station. There's a million people walking through every day, and the crime to go and go to Highbury Tube Station and say, "Oh, can we have a little look at your CCTV for the last day?" It's like
I appreciate,
mate.
I appreciate the rock wool thing, but it's then putting it in and then actually taking it out again. Is difficult. What I like about the balloons is that you can just pop them and the damage is undone, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely more stylish.
And the things you need to leave it, you can't put it on top. It has to be inside the rain because you have to wait for the weather forecast to come true and torrential rain to fill up the.
Right, hang on, Georg. Michelle, I think is. Michelle, use the link and come in, and maybe you can join into this this shared conversation. If you're around, you sent messages, and you're. I mean, Polly's still lingering. Okay. Internet-wise, internet-wise, 50,000 people around a puddle. Yeah, no. I mean, it's a fair point.
What 50? What?
50,000 people round a puddle. Polly suggested bare knuckle fighting in Barnes, sponsored by John Lewis.
In Barnes.
Barnes. The place, the physical place. Hang on, Michelle's here. Yay! Right. Okay, here we go. And then. Hello, Michelle.
Hello.
Good. I'm hoping this might just give me a little break in a way, but I'm first of all I'm going to say, have you got a contribution towards Georg's puddle boat racing? All of a sudden he's just turned his phone.
Yeah, it's just sorry. It's just,
I've sort of got my balance at the moment on my lap, but I mean, where I live, you wouldn't actually need to block any drains or break any water pipes.
Oh, brilliant! Where is that? Where's that in Barnes?
Have a branch lake. So.
Oh, Natalie's here as well. I'm going to bring Natalie into this, and then I can actually go to the toilet. So,
sorry, why is bringing me in allowing you to go to the toilet?
Because there's three of you now that you can make a conversation.
And
I
I'm
like
gonna-
that boat. I want to play. I think that would actually be really fun.
Good.
I'd like to play boats as well. Hmm.
Right. So
But yeah, I mean,
we're-
our high street is sorry. Is he? No, our high street is constantly having burst water pipes. So basically, these lakes form by themselves, and they're deep enough generally to take your boats.
wow.
Excellent. So where's that? I need to know where that is.
It's in deepest darkest Essex, and I don't have white stilettos. But yeah, they seem to have some very,
Which part of
strange
Essex is deepest and darkest? Because
I think it needs to be within the M25.
Oh, darkest
yes,
Essex
it's-
is in
it's
the
inside the
northeast.
M25. It's not an impressive area. I call it the arse end of beyond, basically, if you pardon the language. But yeah, I mean,
Well-
they. Yes.
yeah, but the locals love this. They love shit, don't they? You know, that's we've seen.
Bit harsh, bit presumptuous of you, isn't it?
Well,
You now
no,
have 2 Essex girls in the room, so you might want to be careful.
no. I mean, God, Michelle has just slated the place. I'm more
no, it's only
thinking of
my
how.
bit. Essex is a lovely place and the people are really good, but there's some pockets that are not so nice. And then you'd probably agree with me, Natalie, and there's some parts that have been slightly destroyed.
It's no. All what I'm thinking more is there's a gullibility of some to show off. Only way is Essex and all of that type of thing. You know,
Those people aren't from Essex.
it doesn't
Those
matter.
people are from Romford,
They're
which
not real
apparently
people,
isn't Essex
right.
anymore. It
They-
used to
they
be.
give
It isn't
Essex
now.
a bad name. They do.
But it doesn't matter. Apparently they've got money because I've seen them on TV and they're splashing it around.
Well, yeah, they've got
So
money
we
because they're on
make
TV.
what?
I said they've got money because they're on TV.
No, they haven't. Oh shoot! No, they don't. My point is the Henley Regatta.
Hmm.
Do you know that?
Yes. I
There's a
haven't
lot of
been,
money
but
there.
I do know it.
You get a lot of posh people, and Henley's on the Thames somewhere, and this, those type of anyone who's got money in Essex goes to the Henley Regatta to go. There's little boats, and we can create a local Henley Regatta
In Essex, on the
in
camp.
Essex, and it's low. We don't. We just need a puddle. We just need a big puddle. We don't need
Tiny
a rig.
boat.
We have Purfleet on Thames now. They've renamed Purfleet to Purfleet on Thames.
Oh my God, have they?
Seriously, it has been renamed, and there, as you're entering it, there's this roundabout where they put a wooden boat, and it says Purfleet on Thames. They've actually renamed it to make it sound better.
And it's true, it is on the Thames.
Yes, it is actually on the Thames.
What's
It
the
is-
problem?
Not less of a shithole by getting
Oh,
by
right.
sounding like Henley on Thames.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Okay,
It's
take-
perfect
take-
a bit
Take
crap.
it and then roll it in glitter, isn't it?
Yes, you'd have to. Yeah.
So I've got a couple of questions that come from commentators. If puddle chasing was live, like Pokemon Go, you would have clouds of middle-aged men clutching model boat drifting around London on the off chance.
That could
Yeah.
be fun. You could film that.
Well, that's
it's kind
fun.
of Python-esque, really, isn't it?
There's a bit like plane spotters. There will be puddle spotters.
So I got the impression that that was what Georg was going for. It's like, oh, there's a puddle, let's have a race. But
Yeah.
then you ended up talking about how to make your puddles, which sounds like cheating.
I know.
Look, we've got it's an
I know, that
open
was just-
house to
that was just
explore
something-
ideas.
Okay, that was just something because the first puddle I saw, and that's why I bought the boats for as well. You know, when we had a cold snap, it basically froze. The next morning when my boats arrived in the post, the puddle froze.
You needed ice skates.
The puddle froze.
Mm.
And then once it was, and then when it just got warmer, it just kind of, you know, it went. So, you know, I had to kind of think, well, that's why I was thinking. But you're absolutely right. It's cheating. It's
couldn't you have a flash mob in a? You could set up, you know, like they do with the.
Yeah.
What is it? Oh God.
Yeah, well, any flash mob. Someone just said.
Have an online group that you watch the Facebook page constantly. In the minute somebody says there's a big puddles form somewhere, you all march off and with your little boats in hand.
That's right. That's right.
Before I go to the loo, right? I just want to make sure. Just want to make sure that somebody's recording minutes of the conversation, so I don't miss out.
Okay.
Of the wisdom.
Okay.
Yeah.
David, make sure to flush.
Yeah.
Actually, I was watching QVC earlier, and they was they're selling, you know, like there was that VI poo. QVC are actually selling something called poo pourri. It's like
so you spray it in the loo when you
yeah,
and then you smell like you shit.
Well, I think it's a kind of an oily type thing. So it's got a film. So it's got like a scented film that's over the water.
Yeah. Actually,
so
that for the boats to float on. So it'll be a scented. What do you call a boat? What's the name for it?
What's that?
You know, when you have a fleet of boats, what do they call it?
A flotilla.
Flotilla.
You could have a flotilla floating on potpourri. a scented flotilla.
A scented flotilla. That would be lovely.
Well, we could have it sponsored by Potpourri.
We could, couldn't we? The Potpourri races. I think we're getting somewhere here.
Because it's a bit of a shit thing to have a puddle in the middle of town, isn't it? So, I mean, because before I was thinking maybe do a reverse sponsoring whereby they were automatically sponsored by, in my area, would be Thames Water. And if they paid me, then I would take their name off. Because obviously,
they paid you not to flood the area.
Well, it's basically
not to advertise the fact that they have flooded the area.
That's right. That's right.
Did you use your potpourri or poopery?
What the potpourri?
Hang on, where is this conversation gone?
I think Dave may have missed the important bits.
Potpourri.
Yes. Yeah, it's like VI2.
Polly can't help but keep chipping in.
Of course.
I'm an architect. I'm happy to sabotage my design to create areas which will puddle. This is interesting. We've got a position of influence and power, perhaps. I'm sure I could rope in other people. Rope. Or just bring them in. We don't need to literally rope them.
She's not lassoing them.
Other people in the she's giving me acronyms here. So she'll rope
Royal Institute for British Architects.
Oh, RIBA. Oh, well done. Okay, and what's CICE?
Architects.
Yeah. Okay. To enable this on a large scale.
Oh, she's even translated it. Look,
like built in. Yeah. So it's actually.
Oh, you're reading the same. Yeah. Oh God, I thought these were just.
I'm reading it.
Also, puddle. I like that. I like this. Like as an urban planner to actually plan in spaces that can be at the whim, kind of converted into
place. It's puddle. A play. It's the cheapest play area.
I mean, have you been to King's Cross in the summer lately? Outside Granary Square, they have
the
fountains.
Yeah,
the snake.
Yeah. How much energy is to push up all that water? Just have a big puddle and raise boats. Oh my God, this is right. We'll get on to. We got in Milton Keynes.
because they don't have puddles in Milton Keynes.
They have puddles in Milton Keynes. You've never been to Milton Keynes.
I've been to Milton Keynes. I have been to Milton Keynes. Yeah,
when it was dry.
I
they
didn't,
had
I didn't go looking for puddles. I didn't log the puddle count. I just felt it was flat.
It is flat. It's also the main problem with Milton Keynes is it doesn't have directions.
That's not the main problem.
It is. When you're trying to get somewhere in Milton Keynes, it is because you have to drive. They only have a direction to a thing at the last roundabout to the thing. And given that all roundabouts in Milton Keynes look the same.
Oh God.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. The occasion.
I need to let the cat in.
Open universities there, isn't it? The Open University.
It is.
Yeah, that's. And
concrete cows.
The
concrete cows at Milton Keynes.
I don't think the concrete cows exist anymore. They fell apart.
Oh, right.
No, they were really fun.
I used to do a clinic at Milton Keynes, and getting there was a challenge because they would only signpoint the hospital at the last roundabout, and I had to go past 6. I'm a doctor.
You're a doctor?
I am.
Oh, well, see, there's a money-making strategy. You can do the first aid for the people that drown in the puddles.
I'm not that sort of doctor. I'm a genetics doctor. I can't resuscitate people.
Yeah, that's a shit job. That's a shit job, Michelle. Come on. We're not going to resuscitating people from drowning in puddles. That's basic. That's basic.
And also, frankly, if you drown in a puddle, if you're not too, if you're an adult who drowns in a puddle, you either did it on purpose or.
Yeah, I think this is a problem that we're going to be solving, Michelle. Is
second boat.
Hang on, one's far bigger than the other. Is it? Is it?
Well, it's because that's
one's small and the other one's far away.
It's
Right. Okay. There's something special about this one though, which is.
I can't find where the camera is.
You've got a duck.
A hack duck. Nice.
Is that remote control though?
No.
What is that? Is that your boat?
Or a crocodile or something.
Oh, that's funny. So what you float?
Your boat is dressed as a crocodile.
Oh, that's good.
Toys. I'm jealous. That's a crocodile and a boat.
Oh, right.
So that's something else I could do. Little video of something in London puddles, crocodile, like a horror film.
And shark fins.
Sharknado or something. Pardon? So it's basically a cover for this fucker. So take them off.
Right.
It's got to slow it down though.
Well, it is very slow.
No, wearing that must slow the little boat down. It's very cool.
It does.
Yeah, we don't want a fast alligator. No one's going to believe if it's too fast. We want them to believe it's a real alligator.
So I'd bet on the not alligator. If there was an alligator and a not alligator boat, I'd bet on the not alligator because it's going to be faster.
Yeah, the alligator's not racing. It's not in the race.
I wouldn't race. Having an alligator would never be showing up in a race.
No.
He's very cool.
Unless with our 2 crocodiles, but I mean, it's a different idea, really.
It's a halftime entertainment, so it's the introduction to the show.
Yeah,
we're making it a show now.
I've got an orange one as well.
Ah, do you play with them in the bath?
Nope. Okay, no, but okay. Here's something. But here's
of course he does.
No, but what I am in the process of investigating and researching, and I know it exists. I want a drowning man as a thing that kind of goes, you know, when you have the plug and the bath plug, you know, there's a chain on it, and you can then pull it out. You see, my chain doesn't have a floater, and it needs to have a floater. Otherwise, you know, when you get out of the bath, you're all dried up. You know, you're all dried when you get out of the bath, and then suddenly you think, oh, damn, you know, got to take, you know, put the plug out. But if you haven't got a chain that's kind of with a floater on top, then. But I want to dry. I want to, well, either someone on a lilo or, you know.
That's the best idea we've had this evening.
Oh, hang on.
Most marketable by miles. Have
on,
a
then.
little comedy person on the end of a chain.
Yeah, I've got a couple of ideas actually for money making.
Right.
Well, one of them was I was trying to glue something just now, and my glue bottle had gone completely hard, and so had my other glue bottle. And I'd like to have a delivery service to deliver emergency things like a glue bottle or a screwdriver if you've got a kit that's a flat pack that's arrived and you haven't got a screwdriver for it. That somebody will deliver that one item that you need then and there.
A blue bottle? What are you on about?
Well, I needed to glue something together just now. And both glue bottles I had.
A glue bottle. I thought you said a blue bottle. I was thinking of a fly.
Well,
I thought you were talking about
if you've got a Venus flytrap, you might want a glue bottle.
Is that not what shops are for, Michelle?
Well, not where I am. There's none of them open. So, you know, this time of night, I need a bit of glue. So I'd quite happily phone and pay someone to come and bring me some glue.
I'll bring you some glue. I'll bring, you know, how much would you pay for some glue right now?
Probably about 30 quid.
What? I'll see you in a minute.
Wow, what you're gluing is very important.
Yeah, well, I mean, as I say, or if you've got an IKEA flat pack that has no screwdriver with it, and you desperately need to screw your furniture together.
Do you have neighbours?
So you want a mobile
neighbours? Just ask a neighbour. Everyone's got a screwdriver.
Is that not what? There's an actual company that does that, but they probably won't do it within the next 3 hours on a Friday evening.
But they won't deliver to Michelle, that's for sure.
No, because she lives in the arse end of nowhere. So
well, no, it's because it's Michelle. Because Michelle is a nutter, and she's like considering. Yeah.
Just for an idea, how about you've heard of clothes swaps and wife swaps and everything else? How about a blindfold lunchbox swap? So you pay to go somewhere and swap lunches with some other person who's paid to go there. And you have to eat with a blindfold, whatever is in the mystery lunchbox.
Okay, standards of what might be in. I mean, is there an obligation for you and anyone else to make it a nice lunch?
There would be an obligation for that, but you mustn't, you don't. It could be any kind of food. It has to be edible. And you'd probably have to sign a disclaimer so that if you got food poisoning, it wasn't your, there's nothing to do with you because you've signed up to do it. So you could get around the health and safety by having a disclaimer.
Have you done the Christmas, Christmas, what do you call it? Santa swapping. Secret Santa, that's it. And then it's set. Like, oh, don't spend more than £5 on a thingy, and then so that works on a sort of element of trust. But have you ever been actually pleased with what you've been given?
Yeah, Secret Santas, I've been quite lucky actually. But then I like complete nonsense. So the more nonsense something is, the happier I am.
Yeah, you're easy. Okay, so you're easy to please. We know this, Michelle. We've figured that one out.
Who's been talking? But yes.
What have you put? What have you given as a Secret Santa? And do you think it was? What's the most? What do you think was the most not appreciated? And that's their fault.
nose decorations. There were these cards. This was years ago. These cards where you
Oh, I've got them. Yeah, like a beer mat with a.
Yeah, with a whole and it had a picture on it. Yeah, that didn't go down very well.
I think Michelle gave them to you, Dave. Did you get them as a Secret Santa?
Yeah, I mean, no, I've actually bought them because they were like under £5. You know, it's like,
pricey at one point, bearing in mind they were cardboard things, but I thought they might be quite entertaining for the general.
Yeah, I'm the same as you, Michelle. I mean, I'm absolutely. I think we would have exchanged gifts if they're not the same. We would have appreciated. I'm certain of that.
But one of my most famous presents I was given was this beautifully gift wrapped cabbage, which I thought was very entertaining.
I'll remember that one.
Beautifully gift wrapped cabbage.
I'll remember that one. Next time it'll be a vegetable.
I've been vegetarian for more years than I care to consider. And when I was, for my 18th birthday, my boyfriend's mother made me a cake, which was a cabbage with a candle in it, on the grounds that I wouldn't like cake because it wasn't vegetarian.
Not vegetarian.
Great.
At which point I said, "Cake's vegetarian, you silly cow, make me cake."
That's
it's not vegan, but it's vegetarian.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well done, her.
My friends gave me his brain scan for a Christmas present once as well.
A what?
He gave me his brain scan for a Christmas present.
Did they find one?
Yes. Oh no, he was at Cambridge University. He was a very, well, he still is a very bright spark. And they were doing experiments on each other, so I got his brain scan.
Oh, so it wasn't a scan of your own brain?
No, I have been offered to do that actually.
They gave you somebody else's brain scan.
That was. But I work for a university, and I'm one of the. I quite often volunteer to be a guinea pig for the students, so I've been experimented on in various ways, just for fun, really.
Right, guys, this has been glorious, fun. My flatmate's come back, and he wants to eat and cook and
Carl.
Make noise. He can't hear. He's got his headphones on. But gonna call an end.
Yes. Well, I need to go.
Disappointingly, calling an end to all of this. Thank you so much for entertaining and joining in and testing whatever this is out. I've had a load of fun.
Watch out for
I do love those boats. We're definitely going to have to arrange. I want to come and see those boats. I think we should arrange a park visit sometime. They look fun.
Yeah, they're not.
Well,
nice guys.
Share where I think share contacts. Follow whatever I'm doing and putting on. And next week. Oh God, what is it next week? Sounds like it's the show next week, so it won't be me. That's good. But thank you. You're all amazing. Really.
Have a nice weekend.
Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.
I haven't got an end credit sequence or anything. This is not the. I'm just gonna leave the studio. So I'm going to be the last one to leave the studio because that seems to be.
I don't know how to turn myself off.
Just look for the leave studio button.
Okay.
The red button.
Okay. I'm on the phone.
Oh, you've gone. Good. It's gone. If anyone's watching, thank you. Hope you had fun, enjoyed it. I did, and it seems the bunch of nutters that did join me did as well. Maybe we'll do it again. Oh, don't know.
Bye.